Managing Editor for Mortgage Women magazine and the founder of Cultural Outreach. And today I'm interviewing Christine Beckwith. She is the National Vice President of Realtor and Sales Management at AnnieMac Home Mortgage. And she was also listed in the 2017 Elite Women of Mortgage from Mortgage Professionals of America magazine. So in this interview, she's going to share some really great insights for recruiting more women into leadership positions and advice for women who want to rise into leadership. I know you're going to enjoy this interview. Thank you so much for watching, and keep in touch. Hi, Christine. Thank you so much for being on the call today.
Hi. Glad to be here.
So I wanted to start by asking you, so there's about 2% of women in executive positions in our industry. And you have managed to break through that glass ceiling. How do you, what do you attribute your success to?
Sure. I don't think for a long time. So this is my 30th year in the business. So I started as a freshman in college assisting a loan officer at a small bank, and then I remained in banking the whole time. And of course, I gradually moved my positions up and up. I don't know that I realized until it became public with my first glass ceiling break with H&R Block Mortgage when I became one of their district managers that it was really a really predominantly male field. That sounds silly because obviously I could see there was a lot of men around me, but I didn't realize how difficult or how rare it was, I guess. I've just always loved sales and loved mortgage financing and what I do. So, I would say the last 15 years of my career have been the most rewarding, certainly understanding that I was in a rare position as a woman, brought an extra level of responsibility. I felt to be a great mentor to other women. And so, I've done what most public salespeople do and become involved with community and mentoring and coaching. And I have a lot of platforms that I speak on and am able to use that responsibility, I guess, and opportunity to help other women grow. I would just tell other women to, if you love what you do, don't pay attention because in some way I just didn't pay attention to those statistics.
I've heard that from a lot of executive women as well, just to kind of ignore that and move forward being the best that you can be. So why do you think there are so few women in executive positions?
Yeah, I've gotten that question a lot as well. And, I guess that it's very demanding. And I think that the demand weeds a lot of women out because, I'll be the first to say that it is not easy to juggle being a wife of a home and a mother. And I'm all those things. So, I have to keep a house and do all the chores. And, I obviously get some assistance, but, getting my son to private school, being an involved parent, where you're actually showing up for sporting events. Saturday, he had both, my son had both track and soccer in the same day. And so, the demands of an executive job require travel. So there's a lot of coordination that it takes. And I think a lot of women have that pang of absenteeism if you're gone a couple of days. I've managed to put all my travel and work that travel agreement out with I guess my bosses, I would say in the last 15 years, 2 companies where I would only be absent 2 nights a week. And so I have a lot of support that helps during those 2 nights a week. I mentally have had to be strong and say, I'm setting a great example for him and be confident about that and know that the sacrifices I'm making in that way will pay dividends. And they do, obviously, financially. All those things pay back into our home and our lives and stuff. So,
yeah, I think that I've interviewed a lot of women in executive positions, and they all say that a lot of women don't take the opportunity to move up because they feel like they won't be able to breathe or they won't be able to handle that. So to close the interview, what advice would you give to women starting their careers or hoping to enter leadership positions?
Sure. I'm going to be real here and just say that if you desire leadership, then you have to also desire a good moral barometer, and you have to desire respect, and you have to go for results.
Awesome. Well, you've provided really great insights. I really appreciate you taking the time for this interview. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.